If the anniversary of the attacks on 9/11 evokes some painful memories for you, a solemn and beautiful tribute to those lives lost is happening in Tempe this morning, and you may want to take it all in. Our Jamie Soretta is live this morning at the Healing Fields at Tempe Beach Park with how you too can pay your respects. Jamie, good morning.
Good morning, Olivia. Well, take a look around me. It is just a beautiful and solemn sight to see all these flags here at Tempe Beach Park, 3,000 of them, one for every single victim in the 9/11 attacks. And attached to each one, we have a card with the gentleman's name, a female's name, whoever was lost, Joseph Angelini right here. They even have a place where you can scan and get more information about them. And it tells a little bit about their person's story. This is Joseph Angelini, and he and his son were both firefighters, and neither survived the Twin Towers collapse. So it really brings the message home, and it's a message that is still strong here in Tempe, even though it was 14 years ago. This has been going on for 12 years, the Healing Field, and I have with me from the U.S. Marine Corps, First Lieutenant Christopher Harrison. Christopher, thank you so much for being with us today, and tell me a little bit about today's ceremony, what's happening throughout the weekend.
Well, good morning. This is the 12th time that the Tempe Exchange Club has hosted this event, and it's a way for people to come here and reflect on those who perished on September 11th and just heal from it. So it's a nonprofit organization, and they'll be here through the week. They're packing up on Sunday, so people have until that evening to come out here and see it for themselves.
To wear the uniform on a day like today, what does that mean to you?
Well, honestly, it's all about the first responders for today, because they're the ones that give the sacrifice. I think the military is kind of America's first responders for outside of the U.S., but this is to commemorate their sacrifice for today and remember that they're the ones that were first on the ground for September 11th.
And we talked to a couple here. They are here in the Valley. They've been here for about a decade, but they're New Yorkers, and they lost family members in this tragedy and in tears today, and really touched by the way Tempe is remembering 9/11 on this day. And I want to let you know that there are so many opportunities to come out and still be a part of this. There is a candlelight vigil tonight at 7 p.m. There'll be bagpipes. Tempe Mayor Mark Mitchell will be here. There will be a posting of the colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, and a remembrance of all the people who are lost, along with that candlelight vigil, taps, and bagpipes once again. Then this will be open all day long, Saturday and Sunday, so you can come out here, bring the family. We just saw a firefighter walk by in full firefighter garb out here. And then on Monday at 6 a.m., the Healing Field stand down is happening. That is when they are paying tribute to all the volunteers who help put this on. So once again, this is something that happens every year for 12 years now here in the city of Tempe. A beautiful way to mark and remember people who were lost on 9/11. Back to you.
It is a beautiful tribute. It's kind of so moving to be out there in person. Jamie, thank you so much. And we do encourage folks at home to take the kids out there to have a conversation and to share in that moment.
Because lots of folks paying their respects in Tempe for the lives lost on 9/11. The Healing Fields at Tempe Beach Park are the nation's longest consecutive running September 11th tribute event. One American flag is flown for every victim who died as a result of the terrorist attacks. Earlier this morning, there was a special memorial ceremony, and tonight there will be a candlelight vigil. That's going to happen at 7 o'clock if you want to go and pay your respects. This display will also be up through the weekend. It is a great opportunity. Olivia, you said it earlier, it's a great opportunity to spark a conversation with your kids.
Right. I mean, it's very moving. It's beautiful. And you can just have a quiet moment there and maybe, talk about what this really means, put it into perspective, especially for the little ones who don't remember. Gina, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Gina.
Jamie, thank you so much. It's 8:38 and a big ceremony happening right now at the National Cemetery in honor of September 11th. And that's exactly where we find Carla Navarrete. She joins us from there.
Yeah, very good morning to you. As we were driving up to the National Cemetery here, you can feel it in the air, just the sense of pride and honor that the military is showing this morning. They just had a a wreath-laying ceremony, and we had F-35s fly over. I am actually joined by Captain David Serlaget. Good morning. How are you, sir?
Good morning. I'm doing very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having us this morning. If you can talk to us a little bit about the tie between first responders here domestically, firemen and police officers, and the Marine Corps, and that kinship that the two of you have internationally and domestically.
Absolutely. Today is a day that we pay homage to our brothers and sisters of this country, both the civilians, the first responders, and our military personnel alike, that selfishly devoted acts of heroism that are sometimes unmatched. The first responders of this country really are America's 911 force. The Marine Corps prides itself on being our foreign domestic 911 force, and we are fortunate enough that day to have those courageous acts happen and protect the freedoms that we so enjoy in this country. The United States Marine Corps is very proud to be out here supporting today, because a lot of the people that you'll see in the audience are former Marines, but you're never a former Marine. So you've got different generations that have served in different wars that come out here to commemorate their brothers and sisters as well. So it's a great outpour of events from sentiment, from the public to show their support for such a great cause.
And for you personally, I know you have children, and so when you serve our country, you leave your children here domestically to be taken care of by precisely our police, our law enforcement, and our firefighters. How does that make you feel with your children and having and carrying on that legend of pride in our country for your children?
I sleep well at night knowing that I have friends that are current and former first responders of this country. I know that the type of training and the loyalty that they have to their profession is exactly what we need in the United States of America. They often are overlooked and don't receive enough credit, and it's something that we need to correct, because these people are the real heroes for the everyday events that happen in the United States.
The ceremony here today, for you, what does it mean for you to be here and taking part of it?
It's an honor. I happen to be at the right place at the right time. Every time a 9/11 ceremony happens like this, I get shivers every time. When they play taps, it's one of those feelings that it sends shivers up your spine, and it's just an honor to know that you're able to wear a uniform that so many have worn proudly before you.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
It all, and I resemble the words that you were just saying. It is an honor for us as a news crew to be out here, and thank you so much for serving our country. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And again, we're at the National Cemetery up here in the north part of the valley. We've heard from a number of speakers. As I said, we've got a lot of very good video from out here. F-35s flying over. We heard from Dr. Crow over from Arizona State University. We had the wreath-laying event just a few minutes ago. The event has wrapped up, but we'll definitely bring more of that later on in our newscast at 4 o'clock. For now, reporting live in North Phoenix, I'm Carla Navarrete, 3TV.